Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am McKola and we are back. Manchester United beat Norwich today 3-2 at Old Trafford. Cristiano Ronaldo with the hat-trick rescuing Manchester United. It was an absolutely fantastic free kick. Although Tim Krul might have thought he could have done a little bit better, Cristiano Ronaldo wrapping up another hat-trick for Manchester United in the 60th hat-trick of his career with that free kick and giving Manchester United the 3 points, which leaves us with a little bit of hope in terms of potentially grabbing that fourth spot. Before we get stuck into the rest of what went on today at Old Trafford, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, you're liking, commenting and sharing as well here on Stretford Paddock. Keep it locked because we've got loads coming your way between now and the end of the season, and of course in the summer too. Of course, the game did start with anti-Glazer protests at Old Trafford today. I wasn't part of the marches that we saw at 2 o'clock towards the ground, and a lot of fans, my seat was empty, a lot of fans not entering the stadium for the opening 17 minutes signifying the 17 years that the Glazers have been responsible and been in charge of Manchester United and been responsible for an absolute mismanagement of the club and sucking 1 point how much million out of the club, billion, sorry, in the protests. And any protests against the Glazers, I'm all for and I'm all behind. So well done to those thousands of Manchester United fans that actually marched and protested and made their way to the ground today. We also heard anti-Glazer chants during the game as well inside the ground, which absolutely fantastic. You know what I mean? Every Manchester United fan can unite. A lot of us can't agree on certain things at the club, but one thing that we can all agree on is that Manchester United's owners aren't fit or proper for Manchester United and they're doing more harm than good. So great to see fans coming together in protest against the Glazers. And I know there's those skeptics that say, well, it's not going to do much, this, that and the other. But even if it doesn't, it's just great to get your voices heard, and it's great to show the owners, the sponsors, etc. that, you know, they're not happy with the way the club is being run. Anyway, on the pitch and during that 17 minutes, Cristiano Ronaldo did open the scoring. It was all thanks to Anthony Elanga, who hustled and harried the defender and the Norwich goalkeeper, got the mistake out of them, squared it for Cristiano Ronaldo, who had one of the easiest goals of his career and a simple tap in. Then it was a header from Cristiano Ronaldo and we scored from a corner. How many times have we scored from a corner this season? Not many at all. I can probably count them on one hand, and Cristiano Ronaldo getting his second goal with a header from that corner. But then Manchester United's performance kind of just fitted out a little bit. We didn't show that same intensity to get mistakes out of Norwich. We didn't show that same urgency to get more goals. And we know any team in good form at the moment probably makes this 3-4-0, wraps up the game and wraps up the points. But Manchester United aren't playing particularly well at the moment. We haven't got any form, any confidence. And despite the way we did start and the high energy, Jesse Lingard got a rare start today. The midfield was weird. We had Bruno and Pogba in there. Paul Pogba being expected to play some sort of 6 role. He's never been the best in that position. He did have a few bright moments with a few dribbles, but him and Bruno not necessarily having the best games. Jesse Lingard was lively, pressed well, was probably the better of those three. He got taken off now probably because of his fitness and he hasn't played much minutes or much games. And it's strange, I thought he would have done well under Ralph Rangnick, but of course you look at him, is leaving in the summer. So is Paul Pogba as well, leaving in the summer. You know, a lot of the players that we see at the moment, are they going to have a future at Manchester United, whether because their contracts are running out, they're leaving, we're going to sell them, etc. We've also heard Nemanja Matic is leaving. United require wholesale changes in that midfield area and in a few other positions as well, and it was shown today. And we kind of saw a lack of urgency after we went 2-0 up. We didn't commit anything. You know, they get a goal just before half time, sloppy defending from Manchester United, and they're back in it 2-1. Our backline was all over the place. You know, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, the fullbacks all over the place. We've seen Harry Maguire's have poor performances for Manchester United, and again was partly responsible for the goals that Manchester United conceded, and particularly that first one. Then obviously we see the second half and they get another goal, and it was a real flat performance from Manchester United. And I'm sat there watching the game thinking, are we going to get 3 points against Norwich, a team that's going down? We've seen how many points we've dropped, Manchester United. We've seen how many points we've dropped, you know, over the course of the season against teams that are probably going to go down and that are involved in the relegation battle. You're looking at your Evertons, Newcastles, Burnley, you know, Watford. We dropped 5 points against them. Aston Villa, who sacked their manager, we've dropped 5 points. Like, we've dropped so many points against the relegation sides and the teams that are mid to lower table. It's been not good enough for Manchester United, and it was almost the case again. And there were a few chants of "you're not fit to wear the shirt." I think Paul Pogba was booed as well at one point when he walked off the pitch. Like I said it before with Harry Maguire, I'm never going to partake in, you know, booing of any individual Manchester United player or the team. In fact, I don't think it's going to be beneficial to Manchester United to be booing the team. We need them to perform for us, whether we think they're good enough or not, or should be at the club or not. Obviously, everyone has their own opinions in regard to that. So I'm not one of those that will boo the fans all day, the owners, and get involved in those stand up if you hate Glazer chants and all those kind of things. But in terms of booing individuals and booing players, regardless of our opinions, it's not for me. It's not for me. But we did see some of that today, and it kind of sums up the frustration that's there with Manchester United fans at the moment. Protests against the owners, you know, unhappy with the players, and the way and what we're seeing on the pitch at the moment. Obviously, we're hearing things about Erik ten Hag, and we can hope things improve. But we know a lot needs to change, whether that's on the pitch, off the pitch, above the manager. We know a lot needs to change, and you can sense that discontent amongst Manchester United fans. Yes, they're still singing songs and they're behind the team, but there's definitely, you know, unhappy at the moment, as you can see. United had no hope, you kind of felt, and then up steps Cristiano Ronaldo with a free kick, and you're sitting there thinking, I'm sitting there thinking, he's not gonna score a free kick. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't do that anymore. Boom, scores a goal, incredible goal. And Manchester United get the win, get 3 points. And on a day where, you know, heading into this game, we see Spurs dropping points, losing against Brighton. Whilst we're playing, we're seeing Arsenal dropping points against Southampton. It was all set up for us to take advantage of that and potentially put us back into some contention for top four. We nearly threw it away. And up steps Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest player I've ever seen. And 21 goals for him this season now. And I think 34 appearances. That's, you know, I think it's how many? 18 in the? Is it 18 in the league or 17 in the league? I'm not sure, but I only think 2 players have scored more than him in the league this season, and that shows you remarkable. Cristiano Ronaldo at the age he's at, and he's still scoring those kind of goals. And look, people will have their arguments about how Cristiano Ronaldo makes Manchester United play and all those kind of things. And I get it. I get some of the criticism in some games. We want to have a high intensity pressing line, but there's no doubt in his quality to score goals. There's no doubt in his nous to score goals. And if we were able to rest him at times this season, look, Martial left, we lost Mason Greenwood, Edinson Cavani hasn't been available, been part-time for Manchester United this season. You know, Marcus Rashford's been out of form. We haven't really been able to rest Cristiano Ronaldo. And if you could, if Ten Hag or whoever, the next manager can do that, maybe we get something out of him. But you do fear that maybe there could be some potential issues on the horizon. You know, United are going to want to keep Cristiano Ronaldo. If we do miss out on Champions League football, they need to make up some money. And Cristiano Ronaldo presents us with the commercial opportunities to do that. Unfortunately, that's the way our clubs run. That's why you're seeing protests against the owners. But also, if the manager can get a good relationship with him and we can find a balance of when we rest him and when he plays and that, you've got an incredible goal scorer on your hands. And I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo is a problem at Manchester United. And he's shown that yet again. He's pulled us back into contention for top four. Although when you're conceding 2 against Norwich and you've got Liverpool coming up and you've got Arsenal coming up and you've got Chelsea coming to Old Trafford, it takes a little bit of that hope away, like I said. But yeah, that were my thoughts on what went down at Old Trafford today. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. My voice is absolutely rattled. and it's about to go, so I'll see you later. But yeah, until next time, make sure you're keeping it locked, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and all that jazz. See you in a bit.